Hello everyone. On this class, we're going to make concrete slabs in AutoCAD. We're going to make one one-way slab. Here you can see it. The other ones we're going to make one-way joist slab. And also, if I have time, I will do the waffle slab as well. So if you look here, there's a in one-way slab. There's a three parts: one column, beam, and the joist. And also we have the the concrete slab as well. So by now you should be finished with your sections, which is 2D drawings and the details. So we're going to use those to draw this 3D models. Same thing with this over here. Okay, so in here, this is the waffle slab detail. Okay guys, this is the waffle slab detail, and over here this is the waffle slab section. So I took this and I drew more details for this place over here. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this and we're going to make a one-way joist slab, which is like this is in plan, and this is a 3D. You're looking at it from the top view. So this is from another student from last semester. I'm using as an example. So what I'm going to do, if you look at here, this is my column, this is my beam, this is my joist going across. So everything here is drawn in either polyline or rectangle, guys. Okay, so no lines. I mean, there is lines, but it's all polylines and rectangles. So when you extrude, only there's a basically two commands, three commands we're going to use in 3D. One is extrude, the other one is subtract, the other one is joint, the other one is fl flat shot. Okay, so only four commands to do this assignment. So if you look here, if I press the shift and press the wheel down, and if I move around, you could see this. And here guys, this is the custom view. Since I moved my mouse, you could put the isometric, you could see the isometric. And here when you click on the 2D wireframe, you have different other shaded views. So now here you could see that here you can see that. So, and also we're going to do some cuts, we're going to cut the slab, so you could see the joist in here. This students, what he did it, he simply extruded the drawings. And if you look at this, the drawing itself, okay guys, so now this is our floor plans. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my our floor plans, do a file save as, just only for the 3D. Okay, I want to do a 3D by itself because you don't want to crash your drawings. So I want to make a I want to make a 3D for this. Actually I'll make a 3D for this 6 base over here. Okay, you know, for this tutorial I'm just going to do this part over here, this bay here. So I'm going to make a REC, enter rectangle. I'm going to go from I'm going to click on my second bay, go straight down, take this 2 bay 20 by 20 bay to make my, so that's my rectangle. Make sure that you see that right now my layers are locked. So LA, enter, all of them are unchecked, and I'm going to, okay, I don't need this walls, remove those walls, and same thing with this, remove this. Trim it, TR, enter, select the other side, select this side, raise this, and I'm going to raise all of this. Okay guys, I'm also going to raise this too. So I have this only these two base. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to purge this, purge. If I purge, this dialog box come, purge all, yes, purge all, yes, purge all, and I'm going to create, and also this is block over here. I'll go inside the block, and I'm going to take this to hatches out, this to, because you don't make your model with the hatches on, guys. And then I'm going to explode this, and now it gave me a rectangle, which is my column. So now my columns are done. So what I'm going to do now, LA enter layer. Okay, see this wall in, wall glass, wall, you could keep it, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to change this to 3D 1, because I want to put 3D on its own layer. 3D 1, 3D 2, and 3D 3. Leave the floor pattern, I could change this to 3D 4. So now I'm going to change these colors to, one is going to be red, 2 is going to be yellow, 3 is going to be 3, which is green, cyan. Okay guys, so that's my, so I'm going to make 1 as my set current, and I will go here, okay. So what I'm going to draw the beams. So I'm going to draw the beams from columns to columns. And by the way guys, for your calculations, I'm just going to put this now dimensions and everything. I'm going to use this default ones, but for you got to calculate this according to by using these calculations. Each of you have a different depth, because we have given you different soil types. So please go through your calculation, build your model according to that. Okay, don't use the numbers which I'm using. So I'm going to use a rectangle, REC enter, from corner to corner. I'm going to connect this corner to corner. I'm connecting this rectangle. I just want to let you know one more thing. When you use rectangle, REC enter, okay, or you could do polyline. Okay guys, when you do polyline, okay, it's not straight, and if I extrude this, it's going to be a straight line. If I extrude this, it's going to be a solid line, solid block. The way you know, how do I know that? If I click if I press Control 1, I'll get this dialog box over here. See this miscellaneous is closed, yes. And if I click on this, is no. So this you have to click on, you have to make this before you extrude this. If you're using a polyline, you have to make this yes, close the polyline. Okay, just want to let you know that too. So REC enter, from that to here. So if you're using two-way slab, so this should be right for you. If you're using two-way slab from beam to beam, and you could simply extrude this, and you could put REC enter for your entire floor plate. And what I'm going to do, in my floor plate, I'm going to show only half a part of this. So I just go to midpoint, and that's one of these. Then I'm going to make a copy of this. If you're using two-way slab, that's all you do. If you're using one-way slab, one-way joist slab, okay, we're using one-way joist slab, so you will have to copy this. I'm going to copy this um, joist here. So this is going to be my joist, and I don't need this guy here, so that's my beams running through here. I'm going to move this, I'm going to copy this to the side, and instead of this being DLI enter, that's being 1 foot, is going to be 8 inches, which is I'm going to bring 2 inches on one side, 2 inches on the other side. And again I want to move this to this corner over here, delete this, copy this, 5 feet, 5 feet 8 inches. So if I look here inside, I should have 5 feet minimum. They say 6 feet, so for in this case I'm just going to use 5 feet, and I'm going to copy this all the way. That's my one-way joist. And also, yes, I'm going to put my floor slab here, rectangle RSC enter, and I'm going to move this so that it's easy, I could see the floor slab cutting through this. Okay, now I'm going to make another one, because because this is going to be very easy once you make this once you draw everything in 2D in rectangles, then extruding is very easy. So now I'm going to take this guy here, we'll put another rectangle here. Now this is going to be one-way joist slab, which is I don't need this either. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to offset this line 10 feet, because I need one joist in the center, and I'm going to offset that 4 inches on both sides, no, 3 inches on both sides. I'm going to draw the rectangle from here to here. I want to delete this. So this is my center rectangle. Then what I'm going to do, if you examine this little further, see this here, this goes in an angle, is we are drawing this part here, this goes in an angle, then it goes in the, and it goes straight, goes angle then straight. So what I'm going to do, offset this 20 inches, sorry 22.5 inches. If you do the math, you should be able to get it. Then I'm going to offset this 2.5 on both direction, another 2.5 on the other direction. Okay, so this is, I'm going to pick the angle here, and then I'm going to go straight up to here, MA, so that I could get this right. And I'm going to offset this 48 inches inside. Okay, I think this 48 is too much, but just for the graphics sake, I'm going to just leave it there. I'm going to do polyline, PL enter. I'm going to click on this point, go to that point. I'm going to go to the second line here, and I'm going to go straight, and I will go to the third line, and I'm going to come down here. I'll go to the last line, then I will restore this. So this is my, remember I told you F1, click it, make that a yes. So now I'm going to MI enter, click on it. I'm going to take the center line of this joist, go to that side. Okay guys, so now I could make a copy of this from here, going 22.5 inches. That means I will get inside 20 inches hopefully. Okay, so double check this 20. Then I'm going to move this. I've just made a one line. I want from that they move that to 20. Now I'm going to copy this. Okay, so now this is my waffle slab, one way joist slab. I'm going to copy this to that side. That is a bit of wrong. Just gonna move this inside. Go like that. Okay guys, now what I'm gonna do, I should move everything, but it's okay. You guys got the point here. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm going to draw my slab from here to here. Also I'm going to make this into come halfway here, go into halfway there, so that you can see all of this part. So now I will select these lines, put them into layer 2. I'm going to select all of my columns, put that in layer 4. I'm going to take my slab, put in layer 3. Okay, so now they all have their own. I want to do MA for match property. Match that, match this. Guys, they all 2D drawings now, they're not 3D yet. And I'm going to take this guy here, okay, and that's it. Since all this is a beam, I'm just going to leave the beam the way it is. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to take this to leave this as a wireframe for now, take this isometric. So I'm going to extrude this, EXT, extrude. I'm going to extrude all the columns first, enter. I'm going to put that to 14 feet. Okay, that is 14 feet. Also, if you made a mistake, there's another command called press pull. Press pull, so you can select that to any side you want. For example, you could say pick this side or that side, and you can just pull it and give it this dimensions up and down, and you can make this bigger. It's cool stuff in AutoCAD. Okay guys, see that? Press pull. Okay, and now what I'm going to extrude this beams, all the beams. For now I'm just going to turn off the column grids. Okay, so easy to pick this, extrude. I want to put this to 10 inches. Okay guys, then I'm going to select this, right click, select similar. I'm going to deselect this. I want to put this on the beam layer. I'll move this to the this over here. Okay guys, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this, extrude that up 4.5 inches, move this up to top of this beam here. Okay, now if I look this into shader here, you could see that whole thing. This is the somehow my beams column got moved, so I'm just going to take all this column, move this corner, that's it. Again move. In order for you to select the corner guys, your 3D snap here must be turned on. Okay, so that is one thing. So now let's do the same thing for this guy here. Extrude. I'm going to extrude the columns up 14 feet. Extrude the beams 10 inches. Move this using that top here, and again extrude this. Extrude that. I'm going to put this to 8 inches. Move preview work, move. I'll go to this corner here. I'm gonna go up here to that corner. Okay guys, then I'm going to ext extrude again. This is going to be 4.5. Move, click the bottom corner, go to the top, and that's it. So you can see the cut here. Instead of putting the whole thing and covering it up, you could have the cut here too. And let's do the same thing for this guy. It's going to look beautiful. So ext extrude. So the columns, it's going to be 14 feet. Extrude this. Actually in this case, if you look at the geometry of this one-way slab, everything touches it. There's no, even this and the beam, everything the same thickness. So in this case we could extrude all of them together. Okay, we'll select all of this. You could simply say, you know, select similar, or you could say I just want to select this like that. Extrude. Extrude on 10 inches. Okay guys, what I'm going to do, cheat a bit. Instead of moving all of these columns, I'm going to move the column, instead of moving all of the joist, I'm going to move the column, then I'm going to select all and move everything up. Move this down to there. Extrude this joist here for 4.5 inches. Move this up. Then I want to move all of this. Move here to here. Okay. So this is my one-way joist. Okay guys, that's our one-way joist slab. The other one is one-way slab, two-way slab. Okay, so now from here what can I do? Alright, that's a good question. So if you want to go ahead and put this into the paper space, okay, for example, let's say if this is my paper space, you will have to go and change this to your isometric view, and you have to change this to shade with edge of edge. You could do that. You could put that in here and it will print with like this. Or what you could do, so one cool stuff I learned, you could do flat shot. Okay, what flat shot will do, now you have this view over here, and let's, for example, let's say if you know that this is how you're going to print. Okay guys, and I will lock this view. I will type in FLA, flat shot, enter, and I'm going to, this is for hidden line. For now I don't want to show the hidden line. By block I'm going to change everything to green, and I'm simply going to create. See that it give you green. So I'm going to click on this point anywhere on the screen. Okay guys, click anywhere on the screen one time. Now it's asking for the X scale factor. Just press enter, enter, enter 3 times. Okay, so now what you could do, since it's locked in spot, you could go to the top view, or you could type in plan, PLA in. So now you have this 3D objects in 2D drawings, whatever we did. At the same time, if I explode this, it's a block, I can copy this, Control C. Okay, then I will go to my paper space here. I'm going to come out of this. See, I'm not inside the viewport now, I'm outside the viewport. And this time I'm going to paste by Shift Control V, which will give you a quick block for you. Once you do that, this is your whole model. This is your model over here. I want to move this using this point over here. I'm going to move this on top of this corner here. I'm going to scale this. I'm going to SC scale, select the object, scale with reference. So now what I did, my line drawings in the paper space, my 3D in the model space. If I double click, if I change this to the realistic mode, or if we change this to conceptual mode, it will give you the two-tone color. Okay, and now if you go ahead and print this, if I go ahead and right click and plot, and if you use the CityText CTB from my website, if I do preview, you'll see that it comes with these lines, and also it comes with this, it will not be pixelated. So if I do a plot here, I'll save this to my desktop. Give it a few minutes. It's coming. It's coming. So you can make a PDF of that. But I also want to go back to the model space here now. So we have this 3 different types of flat shot, and also let me also show you the another type of flat shot, another type. I skipped one part in flat shot. So if I do flat shot of this model, if you have tons of this, when you type in the command flat shot, it will do for everything. So it's always better to isolate and put them in its own layer. So if I go and click on this guy here, show hidden, so this will show my hidden lines. Okay, so I could go and choose others, load, and hidden 2, hidden 2, load that, which is red color. Create. So I press click anywhere in the screen, enter 3 times, you're good to go. So now if you go to your top view, you will see your dash lines for the LTS 48, LTS 12 small, so you can see the dash lines. And if it's like this, guys, I will not put, I don't know if you want to show all the dash lines here, but if it's small one, it's okay, very simple details, then you could show the whole dash lines. So this is not 3D, it's a 2D, but it's a flat shots. I'll move this to the side. So now is our, I'm going to explode this, and you could move this around. Okay, so I just want to show you the other, if I view, rotate counterclockwise. So guys, when you make a, when you put this in a shaded realist conceptual, and also if you take your flat shot and bring it on the top of the paper space, overlay them, you have these lines. Because when you do realistic conceptual, you will not get these lines, but when you overlay them, two of the two of those rendering and also the 2D view, 2D flat shots, you'll get a nice effect. Since I stopped my run PDF in halfway, it only gave me half of this. So let me go and close this out now. So now what we're going to do, we're going to set up, put some text notes to this. So like on my last previous video tutorial, what I did, I went to multi-leader here, and I added the leaders. Okay, so first I check MLS, enter. So there's nothing here, so I'm going to create one quickly. We'll take the standard, I'm going to say new. I'm going to put this to, if I'm going to print, if I'm going to put 40 quarter inch equal foot in the paper space, I want to put the 48. Continue. I'm going to make everything, I'm going to put this to 48, 3/32, 3/32 inch. Copy this. I'm going to put it over here as well, and here as well. I'm going to put by layer. Everything's good here. M text, I'm going to put this to Romans. Or let's create another one. I like this blueprints, but I don't know if your professor will like this. I'm going to call this new CI city blueprint. Okay, make this a 0. I'm going to go look for city blueprint. It looks like architectural text. Apply, close. I'm going to go look for city blueprint. The text height is going to be 3/32 of inch, all of them. Okay, set 48, set current, close. If I type in MLD, enter, and now I could point this to my column. I'm going to type that in column, whatever you want to type in. Also again, I could point this to my beam. I could type in also the floor slab, and also the, if you have the joists, if you have the beam here. Okay, but see, I quickly put this together, but these texts are not aligned. What good thing about this, when you click on one of this, it moves together. So that is, when you click on one of this, it moves together. There's another command, same thing here. It's called align. I select one of select all the things that I want to align, enter, and I want to, then you got to pick which you want to align to what. So in this case I'm going to align to this guy here. Then I'm going to press F8. If you go down, up, I'd rather go up, press enter, so everything lines up. Now also you could bring this down a bit. So and this is the whole thing. So if I go back here, and if you would have made a copy of your model, then you would have your plan too. But if you go to your top view here, and if you move this to the side and type now Flatshot, from the top view, create, click enter, enter, enter 3 times. Okay guys, and explode this. You could delete that. You could move this to the move it back to here. So now this is my top view. See, this is my top view. I made a flat shot with the top view. But you know, if you want to show the floor slab and hidden floor slab, you could do that, but I rather show like this. I don't know if your professor will say yes for this. And that's my floor plan. And you could still again copy this down to here, and you could point this out wherever you need to point this, because once you do one time you don't have to repeat it again. Copy it. Okay guys, now that's another thing I forgot to tell you. If you want to hatch this, you could hatch them to using a hatch command, and after this you could put this in a paper space and you're done with it. Okay guys, if you have any other question, please let me know, and I will do my waffle slab on next tutorial. It's a similar thing, extrusion, so I'll do that next